BK Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. To the inside. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Here's Porzingis. Thompson pulls it in. Boston on offense. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. You have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt, Davis will be a factor tonight. Back to you, Ryan.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Now, he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Second team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. The three from Thompson. Not going to go that time.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Allen outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Porzingis. Good.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
And so you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Here's SGA. And here's Allen. Siakam the screen. The floater. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket on the night. Boston trails by 10. Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018 to last year's league MVP, how did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Pass to Green. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Clock at 6. Now here's Porzingis. Offline with a 3. Thompson with it.
Oh, big finish! Oh, did you see that? Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Now here's SGA. Stolen by Davis. And Boston pushing it up now. And Davis slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now SGA. Inside. A minute 39 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gafford. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston trails by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Outside for Green. Pass to Oubre. And he throws it down with one hand.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor. Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Now here's SGA. Siakam outside. Siakam gets doubled. Here's Gafford. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
On the wing, SGA. Siakam outside. And the three off target. Davis down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he's good on the second. Stolen by Thompson. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Guys, back to you.
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to kicking that one.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And that one's good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
On the attack, Rozier. Allen outside. Let's go with a 3. Knocked away. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Boston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw, no good.
I think when we look back on the career of Klay Thompson, he is going to be considered one of the greatest shooters in the history of this league.
Oh, that's something else, man!
Beautiful. Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Pass to Davis. Anthony Davis packs it down.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Gafford with the bucket.
The painted area is the 9-to-5 place of business for Daniel Gafford, doing work right there.
And Davis slams it home.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And here's Rozier. Outside for SGA. Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Stolen by Davis. And Anthony Davis getting downhill in transition. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Wagner outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The vertical of Murray on full display.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Boston trails by 8. Zubac, screen. It's Thompson, high post. It's stolen by Oubre. And they're pushing it up. He goes up. Rozier gets the bucket. Rozier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Kennard for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Boston on offense. Trailing by 13. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Rozier can't get it to go. Tipped. Thompson with it. Oubre picks him up. Pass to Kennard. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Here's Rozier. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, you love Terry Rozier drawing the contact in that instance. Gets himself an opportunity at the foul line.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second.
Boy, when I think of Terry Rozier, a few things come to mind. Speed certainly is a problem for defenders, scoring ability as well, but the fearlessness is really what makes him hard to deal with.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Here's Porter. Allen a screen. There's the triple. Cash assisting on the play with Porter. Allen's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Kennard outside. 4-3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Thompson. And he's able to get it back. Kicks it out to Kennard. Zubac, screen. Just 4 to shoot. Goes back up. The putback. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Pass to Fontecchio. The 3 is up. Allen on the wing. Outside Porter. Back to Allen. To the wing, right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So we wrap up the first half, leading by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They kick it out to Porzingis. Three-pointer, no good. Boston trails by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Porzingis. Siakam, left side. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Allen. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Allen's got 8.
What a pretty pass by SGA. This guy's so good creating for himself or others.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Back to Davis. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Boston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots it about 40% from deep.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back to you.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie. Here's SGA. SGA explodes to the rim.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Back to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. To the middle. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Davis. And no good, trying to use the glass. In transition, here they come. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Burks. Here's Martin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside, SGA. Porzingis sets a screen. SGA with it. He's got 9. And there's a 3-second violation.
Timeout.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
and they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Green's got 5 points.
What a pretty pass by Daniel Gafford. This guy isn't just a rim pressure guy. He can do a lot of things.
Thompson fires from way outside. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. .127 left to play in the third quarter here. 5 on the clock. Back to Rozier. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And the second free throw is good. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Boston trails by 15. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a pro guy. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Now Henderson. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Rozier. Outside Murray. There's the 3. He buries it from 3. Murray's got 5 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Henderson, right side. And here's Thompson for 3. The shot no good. Got it off in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Boston trails by 16. Thompson with it, now guarded by Rozier. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Kennard for 3. The shot won't fall. And here's Rozier. Allen outside. The 3 is up. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Allen outside. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Can't hit that one. Boston trails by 17. Fires the three. The rebound by Murray. Down low. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, with his size and hops, Daniel Gafford is always a threat near the rim.
Allen outside. Three-pointer. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
On the wing, Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Murray, no good.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Back to Kennard. Lets the three fly. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's SGA. Allen outside. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And that one's good. SGA.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Nifty move. And SGA throws it down.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Boston ball.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home. And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Siakam draws the double. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives to the hoop. The three. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Here's SGA going inside.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Kennard for 3. Drops in the 3.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. They kick it out to Porzingis. On the wing, Green. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson pulls it in. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for your
Kennard outside. 1:07 left in the game. Pass to Thompson. And it's off from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Boston pushing it up now. Kennard for three. Fires in the triple.
3.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Siakam. .32 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson with a steal. Here's Kennard. Out to Thompson. The three. Offensive rebound. To the inside. Second shot opportunity.
Klay Thompson.